Hey guys, what's going on? James here, back with Ecom Insiders. Got a pretty cool video for you guys today where I'm going to talk about how you should be going out there and pricing your products so that you can make a nice profit and, keep your customers happy, because there's really two ways people go wrong with this. They're either picking products and putting a markup on it and really not able to make any profit. And, there's just some stages you've got to pay for your fixed costs. You got to pay for Shopify, your app fees. You've got to pay for Facebook ads to drive traffic or whatever your other traffic source is. And if you can't factor that into your product pricing, then you're not going to make any money on your products. And we're here to make a profit, right? And then there's the other end of it where people are pricing their products way too high and they're really pricing themselves out of the game essentially, and nobody's buying their products because they're just way too high. And you got to get a happy medium. So I'm going to talk about the sort of formula that I use in my business to make sure that, is this a viable product, and how we price it to factor in all the costs that we need, and go out there and really make a nice profit and have consistent customers coming into our store happy to buy the products at the prices we're providing them at. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do enjoy the content we put out here every single day, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. If you do want to go ahead and jump into my flagship course, Ecom Domination, you can get that down in the link below in the description. But let's jump into today's video where we're going to talk about how you can go out there and price your products. Okay guys, so some of you may have watched the video previously in the week where I talked about going out there and starting my new private label brand. And essentially the way I was going to go ahead and do that was go with the manufacturer, get the product off them, and go out there and sell it. They were going to drop ship for me essentially. I could put my own label on the product and stuff like that. But it turned out that it was going to be a little bit too expensive. So what I ended up doing was going out there and manufacturing the product myself. We're getting in some machinery, we're getting in all the stuff that we need to manufacture and put together this product, and it's going to end out that the product cost for me is about 3 times cheaper, which is obviously a massive increase in margin for us and really allows us to go out there and be much more competitive with the competition. And what I was looking at, so essentially in this product range, one of the products I'm selling is essentially, most other companies are selling it anywhere from like £10 to £20. I was getting the product off my supplier for about $6.50 or so. So, really that doesn't leave me any profit. Even if I'm selling at £20, that's really where I want to be. But that's going to put me at the high end of the market. I'm going to be the most expensive in the industry. And, that's not really where I want to be right now, because we want to drive as many customers into the business as possible, show them how good our products are, and then really build them into the brand. So I realized, I'm going to have to go out there and take a different angle at this, because my model is I want to have my product costs, my cost of goods, and what that essentially entails is the cost of goods. Everything it takes to manufacture the product, whether that is, packaging, labels, cards that you're putting inside your packaging, and maybe labor to put it together. Everything that's entailed in that, and shipping is included in that as well. And I want that to be below roughly 30 to 35% off my selling price. So if I'm selling a product at £10, I want to be getting my product and shipping it out the door for less than $3.50 or £3.50. And that's not easy to do whenever you've got to entail shipping in there and stuff like that. So I went out there and manufactured the product myself, and it's costing us about £2 to make a bottle. So we're getting it probably at about 30% of the cost it was originally going to cost me, and we're able to make a ton more profit because we sell this at like $15.99 or $14.99. We've got massive room even with shipping, and we're going to add the shipping on top of our product cost. So that's really what you want to go out there and do. And I like to split it into sort of 3. So you're going to have 30% to 35% for your product costs, 30 to 35% for Facebook ad costs and sort of your fixed costs like your Shopify fees, your apps and all that sort of stuff, your VAs that are all sort of fixed costs. They're not going to really change month to month, but they should entail about 30% when you divide that down. Your Facebook ads, so for a £10 product, you will want to get a cost per purchase of about £3.50 on Facebook, which is not easy to do. So that's really why in the dropshipping game we go for higher end priced items right now. Really what we're doing is about $50. Our cost per action is generally around about 20. Our average order value ends up being about $70. So that's super healthy in between our margins, because when we have 30% or 35% for cost of goods, 35% for product costs and Facebook ads, Facebook ads and fixed costs, then that leaves us with 30% profit. And 30% profit, if you're doing 10 grand a day, is 3 grand a day in profit, which is 90 grand a month, which, you know, I'm sure that most people would be happy with to take home. So that's really how we go out there and price them. And I see a lot of people, and where a lot of people go wrong is they're finding products that are maybe £20 and then they're going and pricing them at £30. And you know, when you do that, you're not leaving yourself much room for movement. And some products, look, you just can't do it. It's not feasible. So you've got to, when you're picking your products, when you go ahead and you say, look, I'm going to test this product, you have to see that, okay, I can get it for $10. Then you go and see what the competition's selling it for. And that's another place where a lot of people go wrong. So you're going to find this product on Amazon, you're going to find it on eBay, probably fairly close to the price you're going to find it on AliExpress. So don't worry about them, guys. Don't worry about that pricing. But just make sure that the perceived value of your product is, you know, sort of 3 times the price that you can buy it for. Some stuff you're going to buy for £10 and you're not going to be able to sell it for much more than £10. People just won't buy it. But there's products you can buy for £10 that people will literally pay £100 for, because that's sort of what the perceived value is, and the problem is big enough in their life that, you know, if they buy this product, it's going to solve it. It's worth $100 to them, and it's really what the problem is worth solving, and that's why they're going to buy your product. And especially once you build a brand behind your products, then you can really push products at sort of higher price points. They don't have to be crazy cheap, as long as they're good products and they have value behind them. Then you can push them on your back end super easy. So that's sort of the margins that we work on. That's sort of the system that we use. It's sort of 33, 33, 33, and that is the model that we're working on. And that's how I recommend you guys go out there and price your products, and you'll find that it's much easier to go out there and sell them, especially if you're doing higher end stuff. So maybe buying a product for $20, then selling it for $60. That allows you to go out there and essentially spend, you know, $40 on advertising and still make a profit. You know, especially if you've got upsells and you're selling stuff on the back end, it allows you to spend much more to acquire a customer. And essentially, as Dan Kennedy says, the person who can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins in the long term. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. It is a little bit more of a short one, but hopefully you can take that on board, apply it to your business, and make a ton more money. And yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. If you do want to grab Ecom Domination, really go start to finish through everything and setting up a Shopify store and a dropshipping business, go down below, click the link, get yourself in there, and we'll see you inside. But make sure and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications to get these videos daily to your inbox, and smash that like button if you're enjoying the content. I'll see you guys soon. Boom.